there is a certain structure of degrees which I have mentioned in the past doesn't go above 100, because 100 is the maximum that I know about and that I have been witnessing. I never heard about degrees going above that.
No. So is the Memphis and Mizraim then the highest of the Masonic systems?
Yeah, well, but I told you also that probably more important than the Memphis and Mizraim, within the Memphis and Mizraim, only for the highest level initiates, is the practice of Turkish Ottoman Freemasonry, which is a secret practice that was used by the Nazis and introduced by Rudolf von Sembotendorf of the Thule Gesellschaft.
And what kind of degree structure have they got? What does that go up to?
That is a 7-degree structure, but is a very particular structure because it's connected to the Quran and to the use, or the Kabbalistic use of the phrases of the Quran, and that's what also is connected to the family of the Prophet Muhammad.
Who's directing that Turkish Ottoman Freemasonry at the moment?
Fethullah Gulen
Gulen.
And Arunyaya.
Okay, so Fethullah Gulen and Harunyaya, is he his assistant in it?
No, Arunyaya has his own school and Fethullah Gulen has his own.
And these are both
two different masters.
Okay, and this is both within Turkish Ottoman Freemasonry?
Yes.
Because you've also mentioned before that the Rosicrucians and the Martinists are considered the true Illuminati.
So, because Turkish Ottoman Freemasonry is very important because it's been utilized for manipulating the whole Nazi thing, and in a way the Ottoman Empire that had died revenged their own position, because Ataturk has persecuted the family of Prophet Muhammad. So as a revenge thing, the family of Prophet Muhammad created Nazism. So that's why the family of my wife is so important, because they are in charge also of the highest level of Turkish Ottoman Freemasonry.
I mean, who said that? I mean, okay, so Bodendorf was involved in setting up of Turkish Ottoman Freemasonry, was he?
He was the one involved in bringing Turkish Ottoman Freemasonry to Germany and publishing the rituals in 1924.
Okay, and was it the Sabbatean non-Jewish Jews, the non-religious Jewish Jews who were behind this Turkish Ottoman Freemasonry? Because I know that they were involved in Illuminati Freemasonry in Turkey, which is presumably what you're talking about.
Well, there was some involvement with the Order of the Rosary.
The Zionist Jews, or the Zionists
were involved with this Order of the Rosary, but at the same time Rudolf von Sembotendorf was also a knight of the Imperial Order of Constantine.
The Imperial Order of Constantine? The Order of Constantine?
Yeah, the Order of Constantine. I call it the Imperial Order, but it's the Order of Constantine.
Okay. There's another thing I was wondering. The Order of... there's the Constantinian Order, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Related to the SMOM, are they considered a more elite body than the Knights of Malta?
No, simply a way of manipulating the nobility who has a different view and is closer to the Bourbons, the house of the Two Sicilies, and the nobility of south of Italy.
With those are two of they're the two only religious military orders underneath the Pope. The Jesuits being above the Pope, but your family was involved in the Sicilian branches of the Constantinian Order and Knights of Malta. Is that not correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have any direct involvement with them, with the Constantinian Order?
Yes, I met with some of their representatives at time. They're very powerful, very respected, and I was also given the possibility of working closely with them, because also Rui Gabirro is one of the members of this order.
They've got many Vatican cardinals in the Constantinian Order, which some of those orders probably haven't, like the Knights of Malta. Probably not the same amount anyway. I mean, that's something I noticed on their website, was how many Vatican cardinals. I thought that was interesting.
Well, yeah, they are very powerful. I mean, it's a very powerful structure within the aristocracy. Understand?
Yeah, sure. I mean, talking about the religious side.
It's all about the this is a tradition, the bloodlines, the heraldry, the tradition of the symbols of these bloodlines, what they stand for, and the knighthoods that go and are bestowed upon these families are of great importance.
Mm. So this Turkish Ottoman Freemasonry you were talking about before, is that more powerful than Memphis and Mizraim in terms of these esoteric circles, or how does that work?
It's practiced only by the elite of the Memphis and Mizraim.
Really? So what degree up?
From 90 on, you have to be at least a 90 of the Memphis and 95 of the Mizraim. You have to be high in the level to.
Would there be many people at that level? Presumably not.
No, for example, the practices of Ottoman Turkish Freemasonry are only made within the ORDO Illuminatorum Universalis in Monte Carlo, and between the members of the ORDO Illuminatorum Universalis are known these practices because they are very powerful. Also, they are connected to the Gruppo di Ur and practiced in secret by the Gruppo di Ur.
Okay. So
the Gruppo di Ur has as one of the most important living members now, who is also presiding over the ancient pagan divinities of ancient Rome, the great Roman judge Giudice Fenilli.
Okay.
And he is in charge of keeping things together for the Gruppo di Ur, which is a very important structure which has opposed the Jesuits in the past, as you know.
Your Russian friend is involved with the Gruppo di Ur, isn't he?
Yeah, but that's a different Gruppo di Ur, yes. But with the Russian Alchemical Circle in Moscow, yes.
Okay. So if you're saying that Fethullah Gulen is in charge of Turkish Ottoman Freemasonry, and if you're saying that the Ordo Illuminatorum Universalis is essential, am I correct?
So basically, we have an internal problem there. Yes, I mean, obviously now we have to reject all the parts that are connected with Turkish Ottoman Freemasonry because we have discovered them to be corrupt from the roots. So they will have to be in any way eliminated from our circles.
So does that mean within the Ordo Illuminatorum Universalis there's a 7-degree structure in that as well?
Of the Ottoman Freemasonry and the Sufi practices, yes.
Yeah, and is there any other degree structure within it?
I mean, the internal affairs of the Ordo Illuminatorum Universalis are basically the study and practice of the highest level systems of initiatic tradition in the West.
Yeah.
And not only in the West.
So you including like Martinism and Rosicrucianism and Scottish Rite Masonry and the rectified rite, does it include all of that?
But we also include the Tibetan Buddhism, the Taoism. We are also we go above the borders of Western initiatic system in the Oslo in the Ordo Illuminatorum Universalis. We make ourselves acquainted with the highest level techniques of all the systems.
I mean, the impression that you've given so far over the past year and a half is that, that the whole of the Monte Carlo Lodge is a bunch of, criminals and gun dealers, arms dealers. I mean, is that not the case when you get to that top level?
The top level, there can be people that have been involved in intelligence, in military activities, in selling weapons. I mean, we also need to sell weapons if we need to have our militia going.
Mm. I mean, overall, in the whole P2 lodge, the whole Monte Carlo Lodge, I should say, because the P2 being the lower level, I think you've said in the past. What is the overall numbers of the Monte Carlo Lodge?
We will not discuss that because I haven't been in there for 2 years. I don't really know also if there is any new affiliates, how the numbers are at the moment. I can't tell you more until I don't have the physical way of witnessing what's going on.
Did the lodge used to meet up regularly back in the days when you were in it?
Yes.
How regularly?
Well, we will have at least 2 obligatory meetings a year.
Mm-hmm.